And welcome to the first women's game of the night between the Perth Pumas and the Andinx. As we see Duncanson on the ball, and it looks like the foul has been given. Murray. To Brownlee. And back to Murray. And they've got it back from the side, the Andinx. Murray. To Wright, who's under pressure, and she puts that one out. Just Jan will take it. Byrne. To Woolley. Back to Byrne, who looks in the middle for Meekins, but the pass was cut out by Van Niekerk. And Byrne will get it back. Woolley. Into the corner with Byrne, but it's a loose touch really. And that one rolls behind. Board. Murray. And over the top. Looking for Van Niekerk, but the pass is hit too heavy. And Pumas will be a team many would expect to do well this season. And Dean is near the foot of the table, but they're picking up as the weeks go on. They were unlucky to not get something out of their match against Phoenix last week. And as I'm saying that, Duncanson, but it's a good save from Board, who proves their worth there. Yeah, they were unlucky not to get something out of their game against Phoenix. Squandered a 2-goal advantage and ended up going down 3-2. But you can see they are improving as Murray almost worked it through to Van Niekerk. In fact, it was Brownlee rather. And that ball across from Duncanson, but it's given away. Right to Murray. He goes over the top, looking for Brownlee. However, I think it was adjudged to have hit the net on the way through. And Byrne in the middle. And it's a good ball in the end, but Board makes a save off the shot of Jess Jan. Meekins. A good interception by Murray. Jan. Duncanson. Sorry, it was Byrne. A good turn. Jess Jan. Woolley. Jan. And that one from Harding. Played into the back of Jan. Harding. Murray across the face. And it'll be behind for a Perth Pumas side ball in the middle. Duncanson spins around. Byrne down the line for Jan. But it's cut out by Brownlee, who has Harding in support. Right on the overlap. And Murray behind. Murray gives it back to Brownlee. He plays back to Frankie Murray. A transfer over from the Northern Hawks. And that one's given away. Duncanson. Abby Meekins. Back post. And very nearly there. Byrne couldn't put that one away. Just flashed past the back post and was touched behind for a corner. And Jan, will we see a shoot from this distance? We do! And it's taken the deflection. If you put the ball into the danger area, it's always going to be a chance, and it pays off on this occasion. I think the goal will go to Just Jan, as the initial shot was on target. And opening the scoring After 7 minutes, Jess Jan for the Pumas. A rather fortunate goal, but they all count the same as Jan looking through for Duncanson. And a good feat from Murray, but Meekins does enough. A bit of a loose pass from Jan, and it's given away. And Woolley makes a meal out of that one, behind for a corner. And Murray, well within range. The Pumas scored from a corner at one end. Can the Andinx replicate it from the other? And up the line to Murray, who gets the first time shot, but it's only as far as Meekins. And Byrne can't get the foot in. Harding's pressing. Jan comes away with it. However, she can't keep it in. And the Andinx will get it back. Brownlee. She's got Murray in the middle. Opts for Van Niekerk on the outside in the end. And that one will roll through to Zara Board, who looks over the top for Murray, but Meekins brings it down. Jan, a through ball, and it's a good one. Duncanson, 2-on-1 versus the keeper, but it's a big save from Zara Board, who stuck the right leg out and did just enough. However, it's only behind for a side ball with Meekins, who dribbles into the centre, opting out for Jan. And Meekins again. Byrne, a good first time ball. Duncanson, it's good passing from the Pumas, but Meekins not on the same wavelength as Duncanson. Checks off to the bench. Flannery on now, the number 21, Jess Flannery. Out to Byrne, Woolley, Jan, Meekins, and holds it up well. Byrne in the middle. Flannery around the corner, but didn't have the direction on the pass that it needed. Van Niekerk under pressure from Meekins, and could it be given away here as Harding does enough? Right through to Murray, who's got an opportunity and looks to square it for Van Niekerk, but she wasn't getting there anytime soon as Jan Woolley over the top, and it's a good ball. Harding does well. Byrne giving away Meekins. Byrne's on the overlap, and Meekins went with the back heel. Should have gone with the back roll. But she gets the back, and that's better. Good feet from her. And through ball to Byrne. She gets the hang of it this time. And Byrne through the legs. Maybe rather fortunately, but finds John in the end. Meekins spins around, and Byrne outside of the football, and it's in the direction of just Jan Flannery. Meekins. And on the overlap is Byrne, and it's a great diagonal ball, Flannery. And what a well-worked goal that was. Just Byrne across the court. Just Flannery finishing with a plum into the corner. Not much Board could have done about that. The advantage gets doubled, 2-0. Halfway period of the first half. And Zara Board definitely not an easy keeper to beat, so they're doing well to have gotten two past her. As Woolley over the top. Byrne can't bring it down, and Van Niekerk puts that one behind. Flannery, Jan, Byrne, cuts inside. Flannery looks down the line, but pass is deflected behind by Van Niekerk. And Flannery, will she look to line up on the left? And Byrne, Flannery, Meekins, a one-on-one now, and pops it inside, still going somehow Meekins. Flannery comes away with it. Back post, and Flannery, that's a well-worked goal once again. And Jess Byrne, second time provider to Jess Flannery. She wasn't going to miss from there. Into the corner, and squared it back into the middle, and the Pumas are looking good value. 3-0 leaders now is right through the middle. Meekins controls it and uses Jan, who runs into a bit of trouble, but somehow gets the ball out to Byrne, who's linking up well with Flannery. Flannery's been lively since she's come on. However, not on that occasion, as Murray to Harding. And a through ball, Van Nykirk. Defended well by Byrne, who plays through Meekins, and it's a 2-on-1 here. Flannery for the early hat-trick. But that one is dealt with by Brownlee, who puts it behind. And Jess Jan, who scored from a corner on the other side. Can she do the same thing? Jan, she's from range, but this time it wasn't on target. Board right. And through right. Van Nykirk, a big opportunity. Looking for the back post, but it was blocked before it could get there. Van Nykirk in the middle, looking for Brownlee, but can't get the flick on. And Meekins, as Woolley switches with Jan. Meekins, and Woolley's on the overlap. Doesn't play a three, goes for the toe poke, but board stands tall. Meekins will take. Byrne loses out to Van Nykirk, his last player. But Abby Woolley cleans up as she does so well. And Van Nykirk will restart here. Harding shows for the ball and checks away. Van Nykirk. Brownlee's in the middle and does well. Brownlee, will she get a shot off? Down the line. And the foul's been given. Abby Woolley judged to have pushed the number 9. Oh, sorry, the number 14. Now the number 9's on the ball. Van Nykirk, she shoots. But that one nowhere near the target. As John plays it out short to Flannery, who gives it to Meekins, who's in acres of space. Back post, Byrne. And Byrne looking for the back post again. It would have been her third assist, but Meekins a little too early with her run. But the Pumas are playing very well. They've bounced back from last week's narrow defeat to the Devils in a game where they really just ran out of legs. They were leading for a fair proportion of the match before the Devils got one over them at the end. It's right. She can't keep it in. Byrne gets it in the middle. Woolley's on the overlap and Byrne goes for the back heel, but Brownlee has done well and Byrne with a push. Nothing called. Van Nykirk, ball trickles out and it goes the way of the Andinx. Van Nykirk plays it forward to right, who gives it back. Van Nykirk in the middle. Brownlee looks to get beyond Byrne. Byrne stands tall. And now it's a 3 versus the keeper. Meekins won't miss from here. She will. Had to have done better there, Abby Meekins. Flannery was on at the back post for the tap in, but the number 8 probably feels pretty confident from that distance, and fair enough. However, she had to put that one into the corner as Duncanson back on now. Woolley, a good fixer for the Perth Pumas. Abby Woolley, a great defender. And Byrne, the assist master. Duncanson, a good save from board, getting down low. Harding Has Murray and opts to use her. Right on the outside, and it's a loose ball from Frankie Murray. And Flannery will pick this one up. Woolley, she's got space to shoot and does. It's a good shot from Abby Woolley. Looking for the bottom corner, but Board once again gets down low. And she's going to be very busy today, Zara Board. The under-17s Australian international keeper for the outdoor game, so definitely a very good player. And that one was blocked before it got to Board by right, behind for a corner. Woolley doing well to get herself in some shooting positions, however, she'll opt to take this corner instead, and Byrne cuts inside. Finds the back post, and it's a good ball, Flannery! And there's a hat-trick, Jess Flannery. Very well done. 3 goals for Jess Flannery, 3 assists, all to Jess Flannery by Jess Byrne. The Pumas out to a 4-0 lead. They're looking very good value. That one evading the frame of Board. It was a good finish on the left foot from Flannery, who's dangerous from close range. She'll be looking to pick up a couple more. And Duncanson through, but it's a loose effort. Board collects. Brownlee one-on-one with Woolley. And Woolley forces her back, but she's gotten it out wide to Murray, who it's a good ball through to Van Nurkirk, who looks for the return ball at the back post. However, nothing doing. And a long ball. Murray goes up and wins the header, and Duncanson's to have judged to have fouled her. 2 minutes 30 left on the clock. Brownlee. Harding back. Brownlee again. Van Nurkirk. Back to Brownlee, who goes across the court. Murray! And it was a good bit of play from the Andinx. Murray blazing the effort over the bar as Jess Jan will get it back from keeper. Jess Byrne showing. Jan goes along in the end. Woolley controlling the chest nicely as Byrne across the court. And it's given away, but Flannery's won it back. Is she in to score her 4th? Unselfish Duncanson. And what a goal that was on the volley. And Jess Flannery, in fact, no, was it Woolley or Duncanson? I think it was Jamie Duncanson. But a very good ball from Jess Flannery. 3 goals and 1 assist now. What a first half she's having. As Harding inside and Brownlee through. 1:32 left. Time for another goal for the Perth Pumas for sure. As Flannery, she's been amongst all of them, or just about all of them. And that'll be 2 touch. She had a mind blank there and is giving the Andinx what should be their best opportunity of the match. Brad Farrer speaking to coach Frankie Murray. Maybe something from the training ground from the set piece.
Inside the goal, Ola.
Especially without a keeper, it's a good opportunity for the Andinx to get a goal back. Not that it'll count for much. 5-0 down. It's going to be a very hard deficit to make up, but it'll be nice for them to ruin the Perth Pumas clean sheet as Van Nurkirk and Frankie Murray standing over this one. Harding's on the goal line. Murray and on the follow-up, Van Nurkirk and fires over. So 3 successive shots, neither of them, or none of them able to test Jan. It's Murray, controls well, however, ball spilled loose, and now Van Nurkirk. Brownlee's on the overlap. Van Nurkirk opts to shoot, and fingertips over the bar from Jess Jan. And Brownlee cuts inside, and it's a way better fit from Brownlee there. Andinx have looked better in the closing stages of the game, or of the half. Created a couple of opportunities. Jess Byrne, Woolley to the back post, and Duncanson on the follow-up. Board. Harding. Blocked by Flannery. And Harding. Brownlee. Loses that to Willie. Flannery. And balls that for the Pumas. In fact, no. For the Andinx. In the middle, Van Nykerk. Through to Murray. Loose touch. Duncanson. And Burns in space. She finds her, but Brownlee gets there first. Woolley given away. Duncanson under no real pressure. Steps over and turns around, and Duncanson driving forward. Loses out in the end. Board. Over the top. Burn. Duncanson holds up well. Brownlee loses out. Duncanson, one last score before halftime. Flannery. Duncanson still. She holds it up well, still going. But Brownlee wins it back and it's given away. Flannery. And the halftime whistle goes as the foul was called. 5-0. At the moment, courtesy of the Jess Flannery hat-trick, with Duncanson and Jan scoring a single each. We'll be back. Or the halftime starts. 117 passes for the Perth Pumas, 94 for the Andinx, 79% pass completion rate for the Pumas, 72% for the Andinx, and 55% possession for the Perth Pumas, 45% for the Andinx. We'll be back in just a moment. As both sides take the court, Duncanson, Meekins, Flannery, Byrne, John. Down the line, Flannery cuts inside, Meekins, John. Ball through, looking for Flannery, it could have been her fourth. And Board over the top. Van Nykerk can't control it. And Jan, the goal scorer of the Perth Pumas' first goal, to Jess Byrne, who's been amongst the assists. Meekins, usually the star player, but hasn't been needed too much today so far. However, I'm sure she'll turn it on in this second half. That's a good long ball from Meekins. If Duncanson was a couple inches taller, we could have had a very nice headed finish. Is Van Nykerk, she gets her head on this one. Duncanson, sorry, it was Byrne rather. Meekins in the middle. Duncanson, heavy touch. Van Nykerk, Flannery, Meekins. Loses out. Shots inside from Murray, who looks for the reverse pass. And right. Can't get beyond Duncanson. Runs out of room. And Meekins. Through ball, but it's cut out by Wright. Murray, right again. And Harding's on the overlap, but she's not going to get there in time. Flannery, Duncanson. First time out to John. Byrne, John, and the Pumas opting to play a little bit of fifth man. A great ball to the back post. What a ball that was. Flannery could have got a bit more power on the shot. It would have been a fourth Jess Byrne assist to a fourth Jess Flannery goal if it had have happened. The Jess is all linking up well. Jess Duncanson, sorry, the Jess Jan. Rather, so 3 out of the 6 players on the Perth Pumas team with the first name Jessica. As Murray, Van Nykerk, sorry, it was through for right actually. Meekins spins. Flannery, Meekins is looking for it at the back post and she's there, Abby Meekins. We said it was coming, Meekins. Gets her name on the score sheet for the first time this evening, and it was a well-worked goal. I think it was Jamie Duncanson with the assist, and 6-0 now. It's getting ugly. Murray. A through. Van Nykerk. Can they get one goal on the board? That ball in behind Murray. Meekins. And she stops the ball, and everyone just runs in front of her, giving her space, and now Jan. Flannery and Meekins. Flannery, Meekins wants it again, and still Meekins, Flannery for a fourth, and there it is, just Flannery. What a game she's having, 4 goals in just over a half a futsal. Laura Waltman, if you're watching, she's coming for you in the golden boot. She's got herself off to a good start already. Not quite sure how many she's scored in the first couple of games, but 4 goals nonetheless in 3 games, even if it's all she has scored, is still an amazing return. And 16 minutes left. You wonder how many more she can get. As Brownlee, Murray cuts inside and gets beyond Meekins. Murray again, Brownlee, but it's cut out by Flannery, who's everywhere at the moment. Meekins is on the overlap, but Flannery opts to go herself. And that shot on the right foot, Zara Board makes a save. And ball goes long, over the top. Good touch on the heel by Murray, but a bit too far in front of her, and that's behind. Just Jan will restart. And Jan, Byrne. And they're going to play a little bit of fifth man. Jan at the fixer roll. Byrne into her own half, and she's very deep now. Jan should have used her. Flannery. And Board's got an opportunity for a shot. Should have taken it. She took too long. The Pumas get back in numbers. And Brownlee, still Brownlee. Blocked on the way through by Duncanson, and Byrne will come up again. Meekins. Byrne cuts inside. Meekins. And she cuts inside. Byrne. That one was out. A loose pass by Abby Meekins. Brownlee, Murray. Intercepted by Meekins. And plays it for Duncanson. Back post, Meekins not there in time. However, it looks like it did take a touch on the way through. In the middle. Flannery. Meekins wants it in the corner and gets it. Meekins does really well and lays it off to Flannery, who gives it away, and Board. Not a bad effort, but couldn't work the keeper as just Byrne hurried back to our line. And Byrne plays it to Meekins. And a great ball to Flannery. Just a bit too far out in front of the number 21. And that one's given away. Played into the feet of Murray. Van Nykerk, it's a good ball. Meekins wins it back. Flannery calms it down at Duncanson. Jamie Duncanson. Jan again. In the middle, Flannery, good touch. Meekins. Jan. And scoops it forward, but to no one in particular. As Frankie Murray down the line, and it's kept in by Van Nykerk, who looks inside. Flannery, Meekins, and what a goal by Abby Meekins, posting in off the top corner. An amazing finish, and that's her second of the game. 7-0 now, and the Perth Pumas are going to be happy with their performance so far as Abby Woolley comes back on. Duncanson checks off for her second rest of the match. Brownlee, Van Nykerk, Woolley does well and puts that one out. Brownlee in the middle, given away. Flannery, Meekins. Great feet from Meekins. And she's snatched off the ball by Brownlee. No foul given. And Brownlee's away, but Byrne saves with her foot. And Woolley now. Across the court for Meekins. Flannery. Meekins. Over the top, and that's a great ball. Byrne, Woolley, Meekins, Woolley once again, Meekins. They're being patient here. Into the corner, Flannery. Meekins across, in the middle, and again! And what a goal that would have been. It would have been a hat-trick in a short amount of time for Meekins had she finished there. All one-touch play. Is Byrne. She'll want to get her name on the score sheet. Meekins! And what a shot, what a save! That would have been goal of the week for sure. But a great save from Zara Board. Could well be a save of the week. And that one doesn't roll through to Meekins in the end. Brownlee. Meekins bullies her way through, however the touch too heavy. And Brownlee, 10 minutes to go. Jan, Flannery. Jan again, in the middle, Flannery. Can she get her fifth? And pass to no one by Murray. Woolley, Byrne, Meekins. Byrne, Meekins again. Byrne, Jan. Byrne, Meekins. Jan. Woolley. Into the corner, Meekins. Byrne shoots. Blocked. And Board's got a chance to shoot. But it's intercepted by Jan. And Meekins almost comes away with it, but Board. Van Nykerk over the top. Woolley. Chan. Woolley. And the shot from Brownlee behind for a corner. Murray! In fact, it was Brownlee rather tipped over the bar. Van Narkek off, Harding on. And Board is off her line. Will we look to see something from the keeper? Board! Not a bad effort, but didn't find the target. Meekins. John. Burn into her own half and Woolley. John. Woolley again. Burn. Woolley. Burn. Across. John. Down the line. Flannery. Return ball to John. And that's a well-worked goal. A very deserving goal from Jess Flannery, who's been setting them up all match, and now she finds herself on the score sheet. 8-0. And again, one-touch futsal at its finest from the Pumas, using the power play very well. It's just gone from bad to worse for the Andinx. 8-0 now. And Ben wants it over the top and gets it. And it's a great ball, but looks like it just wasn't on the line there from Woolley. Board. Given away. And Board. A shot from distance. But that one not going to trouble Flannery. Woolley down the line, but given away, and Murray. And Murray running out of room there. Over the top, Meekins, loose touch. Murray, right, through the middle, but can't find Brownlee. Woolley, Duncanson, Flannery. Flannery still going, Flannery! And the open net's on. Murray. Duncanson. Still going Duncanson. Meekins looks over the top. And Meekins! Not far away. In the middle. Right. And Murray can't keep it in. Woolley, and it's gone in. Abby Woolley gets her name on the score sheet, and everybody has scored for the Perth Pumas now. 9-0. Abby Woolley will be glad to have gotten amongst it. Her first goal of the game. Flannery currently leading the tally with 4. Abby Meekins with 2 and 3 assists. And that ball over the top. And it's a good touch by Byrne. Back post. And Duncanson. She shanked that one. had time and space to take your touch. Murray gets it out. Brownlee. Murray wants it down the line, and the ball's a bit behind her. Meekins, can she get the hat trick? Back post. And again, Jess Byrne just constantly setting up people at the back post. She'll be frustrated that neither of them could communicate who was going to tap it in, and both of them ended up leaving it. As Flannery, a fake shot, and she's on a run herself now, Flannery, but she took too long to leave her half. The 4 seconds started from when she first got the ball, and her doing that fake shot ate up too much time. On a big court, it's not as easy to cover distance. However, they've got a free kick back, but not in a dangerous area. As Board. Brownlee. And on the follow-up there, Harding, but into the roof. And 3 minutes left to go. The Pumas have played very well, in particular Meekins and Flannery. Special mention to Jess Byrne as well. Murray, can she ruin the clean sheet? Not quite. Deflected behind, and they'll have a corner. The Board's coming up for it. A real opportunity to try and work something. Flannery not the tallest, so if they can get it high, they might have a chance. You never know. And Board looks like she wants to shoot. Sarah Board. Brownlee. Right. Back post. Handball. No, nothing given. And Board will get that back. In the middle, and it's a good ball, but Brownlee had to take a touch there. And 2 minutes left to go. We're into stop clock territory now. Duncanson given away in the middle. Murray. Duncanson, and into the corner. Into the side netting rather. Byrne. Jan back on. Into the middle, Flannery for a 5th goal. Flannery! What a game as she is having, all the way from goalkeeper up in her own half, and a sensational turn and shot from her. A bit of pivot play, holding the ball up, cuts onto that trusty left foot, and a really nice finish above the keeper, a curling effort. Jess Flannery, she doesn't win man of the match. I don't know what's wrong with the world. I think she will though. She's got 5 goals and 2 assists, so couldn't have asked for a better performance from her and from the Pumas as a whole at 10-0. And Board, if they get one back now, it'll only be consolation. And they're trying to play 5th man, the Andinx. Brownlee, she shoots, and that one didn't miss by much. You thought there was maybe a touch in there, but no, just over the bar. And Flannery, 3 for Jan, who gets pushed out of the way of it. A minute 12 left. Can we see a 6th from Jess Flannery? You never know. Van Nijkerk. In the middle, Bradley touched around Woolley, but Woolley does really well, puts her body on the line and gets the clearance in. And Board back up. Murray, a good ball, however Flannery, she's got a chance now, and that's a good kick! It was a great kick from Flannery, but Board just about got on her line in time. That would have been a great way to cap it off for Jess Flannery. Very unlucky there. Really good technique to the kick as well. She got it really high, but also extremely accurate. Got a good boot on it. It's Byrne. 40 seconds left. Woolley, Duncanson. Byrne. Given away. Can they pull one back? And luckily it's not going to be on target. However, Flannery zooms up and down the court. She gets there. John. Woolley. Good ball to Duncanson. Flannery's on! But it's a good toe poke from Duncanson. Looking for that top corner. And last 5 seconds of the match. Can they get Flannery her 6? What a way this would be to cap it off. Flannery, now she's taken too long, or has she? And the full time whistle goes. 11-0. Jess Flannery scoring 5. 1 to Jess John, 1 to Jess Byrne, 1 to Abby Woolley, 1 to Jamie Duncanson, and 2 to Abby Meekins. And we'll be back with the next clash between the Northern Hawks and the Western Devils. What a game that's going to be. We'll just go through some full-time statistics as you can see them on the screen now. Perth Pumas 305 attempted passes, 243 completed. The Andinx 232 to 163 completed. 80% pass accuracy for the Pumas, 70% for the Andinx, and 57% possession for the Pumas, 43 for the Andinx. 34 shots, 27 on target for the Perth Pumas, 22-12 for the Andinx. So it's not like they didn't test the keeper, they just weren't clinical enough. And as we just mentioned, we'll be back in a moment.